منهاج حياة جئنا تبصرة عن كل ضلال أعددنا بضع رسالات تحمل نورا للأجيال.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for joining us for this presentation on marriage in Islam, a guide on Islamic principles. This will be part 2 of a 2-part series on the topic of nikah. In this section, we will be covering the following topics: naming of the child, when and how it is done, contraception, its application, marriage counseling, what it entails, and the divorce. Giving a name to the child. The first part of this process will be to give the adhan and iqama on the day immediately after the birth of the child. Adhan will be given in the right ear and iqama in the left. It is sunnah to then name the child on the 7th day after birth. Part of the name giving process is the tahnik, which is a sunnah act where a sweet or a chewed date will be placed in the mouth of a child. Here, a alim or a righteous person will be selected to do this. Also, it is very important for us, when naming our child, to give a good honorable name. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always chose the most beautiful names for children. We should look at names with the attributes of Allah, like Abdullah or Abdurrahman, or we may choose names of the prophets, the Sahaba, or the righteous predecessors. We should always be particular about choosing a name with a good and pleasant meaning. Another part is the aqiqah. This is the slaughtering of an animal for the protection and well-being of the child. For a boy, we will slaughter 2, either goat or sheep, or for a girl, we will slaughter only 1 animal. The shaving of the head will also be done when giving the baby's name. Lastly, it is the circumcision. This will be done for boys from after the 7th day. It is also encouraged that this should be done before the child reaches maturity. So let us recap. First, giving of the adhan and iqama, giving a good name, the tahnik, the aqiqah, shaving the head, and circumcision. This is generally the process which is followed in giving a name to the child. Now we will look at contraception and its application. We find that it is of 2 types: temporary or reversible contraceptives. This will include condoms, the pill, and the withdrawal method. One such acceptable reason is that the lady is too weak to carry the child full term at that time. However, it will be discouraged if there is no acceptable reason to do so. A second type would be permanent or irreversible contraceptives. Here, cases of extreme necessity will be considered, where pregnancy will cause severe damage to her health and continued pregnancy might put her life in danger. The advice of a Muslim doctor should be followed in such instances. In marriages, we find that dispute or disagreement do take place. And in such times, Perhaps counseling might be a means to assist the couple to work through these difficulties. Here the aim won't only be to solve the dispute, but to make the couple understand what marriage entails. They will also be looked at each one's responsibilities and the difference between expectations and realities of married life. It's encouraged that couples attend a marriage readiness workshop or class in order to understand this. The nature of two individuals coming together can lead to a unique bond and also friction when marriage hits a rocky road. The first thing would be to talk to each other. The spouses should engage in open lines of communication. If this fails, we should look at responsible elders and seniors in our families in order to assist in settling disputes. Another tool that couples can use is counseling and mediation. It's an effective means to assess and provide alternative solutions to married couples. It helps build bridges and allows adjustment to understand and appreciate one another in different ways. Many disputes have been resolved through a mediation process. Approach reliable ulama or counselors to engage in this process. Spouses should consider this process before attempting any bold moves in their relationship, as marriage is a sacred union and should be preserved where possible. If, however, the mediation and counseling process was unsuccessful, the marriage may be dissolved through talaq, divorce, or fasakh, annulment. And that is what we will look at now. So what is the process of talaq? In Islam, males alone have the right to give talaq. Or we can look at the prenuptial contract to delegate the right of divorce to a third party as well. Also, 3 talaqs in a marriage is maximum, and there should be a break between the first, second, and the third. 1 talaq, however, is sufficient to annul or dissolve a marriage and for the lady to separate afterwards from the husband. The marriage is completely over after 3 talaqs, and the only way to reconcile after this is if she marries another person, consummates that marriage, and they separate through death or divorce. Now let us take a quick look at the Iddat process and period. The Iddat is a period in which reconciliation is possible after the first and second talaq has been issued, after a talaq has been pronounced to the wife. A condition during this time is that the lady may not remarry until the Iddat period has expired, or she has returned to the nikah of her husband. This period is calculated according to the Hanafi school of thought on the menstruation period itself, from the time that bleeding starts till the time that bleeding ends. In the Shafi madhab, it will be the clean periods between the menstruation. This is the time in which there is no bleeding. Then let's look at what are the responsibilities of the husband during this time. Firstly, he will maintain the wife as normal during the Iddat period, looking after her needs and necessities. However, after the Iddat period has completed, this responsibility of maintenance towards her falls away. Another way in dissolving the marriage contract is fasakh. Here, a lady will apply for a fasakh if the husband does not wish to release her from his nikah by issuing a talaq. A wife may also apply for a fasakh if the husband does not fulfill his obligations towards her in accordance to Islamic law and refuses talaq. Application is made to an ulama body. The application is then validated, and after a due process, the marriage may be annulled by such a body. Jazakallah khair for joining us for this presentation. This has been another presentation by the Al Hidayah Center. Check out our links or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Or visit our website at www.alhidayah.co.za. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
حياة جئنا تبصرة عن كل ضلال